it's Wilson. He'll dump this off to Carter, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Wilson's throw complete there to Moore. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. The two Wilsons, Zach and Garrett, teaming up there. And the Jets post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL don't know how to make those adjustments in the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. They go quickly here out to Moore. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Berrios now from his end zone.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or...
He's got a man complete! And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
On first and 10, it's Hall.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now on second and 13. Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up to him. So they like to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Allen now on first down.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over. And now here's another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Uncorks one for Davis. And my goodness, another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Elijah Moore.